Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Fun Virus Citadel. I'm sorry for my long silence as I was a little busy with my other works. Anyway, I'm promising that I'll be uploading videos regularly hereafter for the benefit of your clearing NET exam. And today in this video we are going to see about environmental issues. See, in the last video some few months before, we were discussing the topic Unit-9, People, Development and Environment. This environment topic is very vast and I've already uploaded certain videos and also some shorts whose links I am giving in the description box. Please go through it and it will be very useful. And in this video, we are going to see what are issues, what are the environmental issues actually, what do they mean, and how are they classified? And I'm going to provide you with examples for each type. And issues are, these are problems or concerns related to our natural world, or issues, they are problems or concerns related to our environment. For example, these are certain issues. Pollution is an issue. Climate change is again a big issue. And deforestation is an issue, environmental issue. Water scarcity is an environmental issue. Loss of biodiversity. So, so these are some examples of some of the major issues that we are facing. And they have a very great impact on human health, ecosystem, and biodiversity. So now we know what do issues mean, and they are problems or concerns. And now, why do they occur? How do they arise? Issues arise when the balance in nature is upset. Something happens in the balance of the nature. And usually it is by human activities, what we call as anthropogenic activities. It may be any activities like cutting down the trees or burning coals or burning fuels or exhausting the water resources, exploiting the natural resources. So it could be any activities of human beings. So that upsets the balance in the nature. So then the issue arises. And the various effect of these issues. What will happen because of these issues? There will be a decrease or increase in certain population. And there may be sometimes a sudden increase or decrease of certain kind of organisms in the food chain. We know that food chain is a long chain, eating and being eaten. The organisms occupy various levels in the food chain. And suppose something happens to the climate or something happens to the food availability, what will happen? Certain organisms will increase in number at the expense of the other organisms. So this will cause a disturbance in the food chain and eventually in the food web, leading to a certain harmful effect, disruption of the ecosystem sometimes. And sometimes the very effect may include an imbalance in the proportion of the atmospheric gases because of the various activities of human beings. Certain gases are released into the atmosphere due to extensive use of chemicals and also from the factory or by cutting down the trees. So all these lead to certain amount of imbalance in the proportion of the gases present in the atmosphere. And also what will happen? The resources are exploited. So scarcity will arise. Scarcity of water, scarcity of fuel, So all these are some of the effects of these environmental issues. And as far as the extent to which these issues uh, have impact, we can classify the issues as local, regional, or global. As the name itself suggests, the local issues are very specific to a particular area. So it may be a small village or a town or a riverside, riverbed, etc. And sometimes it includes air pollution from the local factories or vehicles, or it may be water pollution in the local river or lake, or some improper waste disposal in a nearby hospital in the town, or cutting down a lot of trees in a certain area, leading to deforestation. So in all these things, the local issues, the area affected is small and it is local. Whereas in regional issues, the second type of issues, it involves a greater area than the local issues. Say, for example, maybe it may be within a country or maybe within a state. So again, it may be any kind of disturbances in the balance in the nature, like air pollution or water pollution or soil pollution or deforestation. So, but the area affected here is larger than the local issues. And global issues, the third one on the other hand, extends to the world as a whole. The entire world gets affected due to these issues. For example, pollution. So pollution is addition of some harmful substance into the environment. And the harmful matter is called as pollutants. And this matter is usually harmful to the human beings and to the ecosystem as a whole. Air, water, or soil may get polluted with pollutants, and they are called air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution correspondingly. And nowadays we have noise pollution also, because it has got a great impact on the human health. And another global issue is global warming. As the name itself suggests, it is global issue. What is global warming? It is a very serious issue that the whole world is facing. It refers to the ongoing increase in the average temperature all across the world. And one of its worst effects is climate change. And global warming is caused by the release of greenhouse gases. What are greenhouse gases? CO2, methane, nitrous oxide, CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons. So these are greenhouse gases because these gases accumulate in the atmosphere. It leads to global warming. And you should know why these gases are called greenhouse gases. Why this analogy to greenhouse? What is a greenhouse? They are made up of plastics or glass, transparent material. So inside which you grow plants. Why? In order to give the plants a controlled environment. So here by growing them inside the greenhouse, we are providing them optimum temperature, optimum light, and optimum humidity. So they grow in the controlled environment. That is the purpose of greenhouse. And now, why do we call these gases as greenhouse gases? You should know the reason. Like a greenhouse in a nursery, what does it do? It traps the heat to create a warm environment for the plants to grow ideally. So in the same way, the greenhouse gases, like what we mentioned, carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, and CFCs, they also trap the heat from the atmosphere and contribute to global warming. This is actually a natural process occurring in nature, which is essential for life on the earth. This insulation capacity of these gases, like a blanket, they offer insulation. These gases offer insulation. It's so, to a certain extent, it is good. But what actually happens is, due to human activities, these gases have increased enormously. The level of these GHG, greenhouse gases, have increased beyond the limit, leading to alarming global warming. And as a result of this global warming, the temperature, average temperature of the entire world increases. And climate change also occurs. Climate change is due to global warming. And melting of glacier is another big issue, which is also the result of global warming. And its consequences are, what will happen if the ice in the glaciers start melting? It will lead to increase in the sea level. So that eventually may lead to floods and erosion of land. And sometimes it may result in natural disaster, very big floods. And another global issue we are facing is ozone depletion. And what does it refer to? It refers to the reduction of ozone layer in the Earth's atmosphere. Again, it is due to human activities releasing certain chemicals like CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, and halogens, which are used in fire extinguishers, to the atmosphere. And these gases, they lead to the depletion of the ozone in the Earth's stratosphere. And once the hole, we call it as ozone hole, because of this, the UV radiation, the UV rays from the sunlight will penetrate to the skins of the human beings, causing cancer. So actually, the Montreal Protocol, which is an international agreement, it aimed at phasing out these ozone depleting substances like CFCs and halogens. So you might remember these important protocols. I have given it in the shorts, whose link I have given in the description boxes. Please go through it. What were the aims of these protocols, various protocols, where did they happen, and what were the results? So go through those shorts. And another global issue is ocean acidification. And this refers to decrease in the pH level of the ocean. Why? Because they absorb CO2 from the atmosphere, more of CO2 from the atmosphere. And where do this CO2 come from? Again, by human activities like burning fossils or deforestation. So these gases CO2 are released, emitted, and this CO2 go into the ocean and get absorbed, and they decrease the pH level of the ocean, leading to increase in the acidic level. So always remember, lower the pH level, acidic in nature. And this will, what will happen if the ocean gets more and more of acidification happen? This will disturb the marine ecosystem. All those living organisms, fishes and other animals which live in the ocean, they will die. So disturbing the marine ecosystem. So these are some of the examples for the global issues. So friends, This is as far as today's video on environmental issue is concerned. For more videos on environmental topics, please subscribe my channel and click the bell icon for further notification from my channel. Thank you.